West Yellowknife Trading Post has everything under the sun. Huge selection of vanities starting at $2.99. Unfinished cabinets, bases, and vanities as low as $71. Don't pay big box prices, but hurry, limited quantities available. You better get it when you see it at West Yellowknife.
If you can't work because of an injury, disease, or illness, find out if you qualify for Social Security disability benefits. Call your local 5-star law firm. Call Warren & Griffin at 265-HURT. That's 265-HURT.
Badcock Home Furniture and More believes everyone deserves the kind of comfort that fits just right. And in our Mattresses and More sale, that's exactly what you'll find. Get dreamy deals on premium Stanhope and Sealy Century Signature mattresses with your choice of a free 55-inch LG TV or adjustable base. Plus, save up to 30% on select mattress sets. And get comfy styles for your entire home with payment plans just right for you. Only at Badcock Home Furniture and More. Just right.
Oranges are sweet. Lemons are sour. Presenting a fresh new look with the same great value. Hi, I'm Kimmy from Crown, and this is the Crown Confidence Plan. Hand-picked, slightly used, certified pre-owned cars that have been certified and warranted for your peace of mind. So go orange today and get a sweet new ride. I'm Kimmy from Crown, and this is the better way to buy because oranges are sweet.
I was badly hurt when a crazed driver crashed into my car. He admitted to using heroin, and yet the insurance company still refused to pay. Warren & Griffin is the 5-star law firm that got me a 7-figure settlement without going to court.
West Yellowknife Trading Post has everything under the sun. Luxurious soaker tubs starting at $7.99. Butcher block countertops, 8 feet long, $1.99. 12 feet long, $2.49. Don't pay big box prices, but hurry, limited quantities available. You better get it when you see it at West Yellowknife.
Good morning. Hope your day is off to a terrific start. Perhaps you've already delved into a king cake and maybe you found a baby on this Mardi Gras day. Have fun no matter what you are doing, and we're so glad that part of your plans include watching us here on 3+U. We are excited once again this morning because Carol Fincher with Redstone Estates is going to kick off the show with us. It's been a long time since we've seen her live and in person. Good to see you.
It has. Good to see you too, Julie. Thank you.
So yeah, this Mardi Gras day kind of ushers in the spring season.
It does.
You said for me, this is a time of year, maybe some people wouldn't think about it, but a lot of folks make a move in the spring because they begin to think about that spring cleaning and kind of wanting a new start.
Yes, that's right. It's the weather. It's sunnier, a few more bright days, and people start to think about, oh, let's see what we're going to do about the rest of the year. Winter's behind us. Well, we hope winter's behind. Winter's mostly behind us, and so they start to think about just kind of generates thoughts and new plans and things like that.
I think sometimes too you can have these ideas of what you want to have for your life and your home, and then the actual legwork of accomplishing that becomes a reality. So winter, your yard's nice and dormant. You miss the flowers, but there's no work. This time of year, it's getting busy, and I bet a lot of people think, I just don't know, but what I'm tired.
Yeah, that's why I've had several people recently say, I love my house. I would like to stay in my home, but the yard, I can't do it. I try to hire somebody to do it. They don't show up. I try to hire somebody else, and it just becomes more of a frustration than a pleasure. And that's, generally what we always tell people is that's one of the things that is our mission, is that you take that energy that you have and use it for the things that you like, for the quality of your life, not one, trying to mow the yard, or two, trying to find somebody who would and do all the work and then just be frustrated. It's just time and energy that you could use to be enjoying your life.
You're a big believer, we've had you on the show so many times, about the importance of timing. And I know you work a lot with adult children.
Right.
You also work a lot with the new residents themselves.
Exactly.
Often this is their idea. But you can have this thought and mull it over for a while, but then when it's the right time to pull the trigger, right?
You do, and that's one of the things that we talk about with people, is that generally that's in 3 stages, and clearly stage 1 is to decide you're going to do it. You know, like you said, you think about it, and you know, do I want to, do I not? So really the first step is you decide you're going to. And then the other two, sometimes, you know, sometimes it's 2 and sometimes it's 3. Sometimes the second one is you decide when, and then the third is you decide where. Or sometimes once you decide you're interested in doing it, you go visit different communities and decide where, and then you decide when. So,
well, let's talk about the community then.
Okay.
At Redstone, that was a perfect way to segue us into it, because you're relatively new,
right?
but y'all did a really concerted effort when you were designing this to hit the key points for the daily life of your residents, which includes the rooms, and the design, and the food.
Exactly. The community itself is light, bright, open, and airy inside. You know, real cheery, open, bright look. The rooms are all designed. Well, one thing that's a big thing for people, each and every one of them have a private washer and dryer.
That is a big thing.
Oh, it is. In a lot of communities have, you know, the community shared laundries, and that works out for some people, and for some people it doesn't. So, you know, they have stainless steel appliances in them. One thing that's nice for seniors, no more old-fashioned keys. It's just a little fob. You just tap the door and it opens.
And isn't the shelving lowered so that it's easy to reach? Because often you have issues with your shoulders and your arms and stuff.
Yes, there's some custom built cabinetry in it for storage, and it is based on, you know, seniors and things like that. And then of course food, it's a part of everybody's daily life, but you know, a lot of times that becomes the social part of the day too. Lunch and supper, you know, we have fabulous chefs. You know, a lot of people say, well, do you have a good cook? Well, no, not really, but I have some really good chefs. You know? I mean, they are really chef-inspired meals. They order off the menu. It's not like, okay, today you may have this or this as a selection, but you actually order off the menu.
Well, we've got a couple of minutes left. You also, I mean, I remember when we went out to visit you, when y'all were just opening, and you were very proud of the food, because as you get older, your tastes change, your nutritional needs change, so you wanted to meet people there to keep them vibrant and healthy.
Exactly, and that's what, you know, and mental health has so much to do with physical health also, and then so people would say, well, you know, the food's really their physical health, isn't it? Well, not necessarily. You know, it has to do with their mental health too, because it's choices. They order off the menu. They get to choose what they like, and they have to sort of self-guide themselves if they need to be on low salt. You know, they need to make their selections and things.
And I will say this too, that where they're located, they're in East Brainerd, but it's not deep in. You're just literally within spitting distance practically of Hamilton Place Mall. A minute left. You've got a promotion going on right now?
Yes, we do. We have a spring special, and this would be the perfect time. Take advantage of the special, take advantage of the spring weather, and you know, make some decisions for the rest of the year.
And when I made that comment too about being close to the mall, it's not just for shopping, it's that there are doctor's offices there, the hospital is there. There's a protection measure.
Yes, we're like within 5 minutes of the mall, Erlanger East, other major medical buildings over in that area. If you wanted to eat out, which sometimes our residents do, just like us, sometimes we all cook at home and enjoy that meal, but we like to go out too. It's just all kind of restaurants and food choices also.
They would love to let you come and take a tour. You're welcome to pop in. If you'd prefer to schedule a visit, you can do that as well. The phone number is 541-9300. It's redstoneestates.org. If you want to look up more online, you can see for yourself how beautiful the rooms are, the activities they have to offer. There's always something going on.
Always.
Thank you, Carol.
Thank you, Julie.
Did the cold winter months cause some extra wear and tear on your windows? Well, if so, you're not alone. Hey everybody, I'm with West Shore Homes' Kirsten Page to tell us why you should consider West Shore for your next window or door project.
So Joe, a lot of folks have just finished spending their first winter in their new homes, and that's usually a wake-up call for people who have old and outdated windows. The main reason that folks have us out to their house this time of year is to see what we can do for their old and drafty windows.
Yeah, wintertime really does expose poor windows, with the biggest sign being those high energy bills. Now, what can homeowners expect in that first appointment?
So Joe, they're going to see so many styles and options to choose from. They can make their project exactly what they're looking for. And all of our doors and windows are energy efficient, which will make their home comfortable for years to come.
Well, how about for people watching who might be on the fence about starting their window or door project right now? Do you have a special deal to help them out?
So we're making it easier than ever for homeowners to get their window or door project started right now. For a limited time, we have our spring savings event. Pick up the phone and give us a call to get 5 years of 0% interest financing and 50% off the cost of installation. Get your window or door project done now and don't pay any interest for 5 full years.
5 years, 0% interest. That is an amazing deal. Now, some people might be stuck on how many windows should I replace, or wonder, do I have to replace all my windows at once? That's not how West Shore works, is it?
Definitely not. When homeowners work with us, they don't have to replace all the windows in their home at once. What we usually see is homeowners will replace the windows in the front of their house first for curb appeal. Then a few years later, they'll replace the ones in the back. It's entirely up to them.
Kirsten, thanks so much. Folks, West Shore Home is the best option for local homeowners looking to replace those windows or doors. Don't put that project off any longer. Trust the experts at West Shore to take care of you. Call now, and when you do, take advantage of this great offer. It's 5 years of 0% interest financing, plus 50% off the cost of installation. Call the window and door experts at West Shore Home now.
This is the place the Local 3 Storm Alert team calls home.
I was born here.
I grew up here. This is where we live.
So when severe weather threatens your neighborhood, our local team will pinpoint storms to keep your family safe.
Accurate forecasts our families count on, and you can too.
The technology, the tools, and the knowledge of the Local 3 Storm Alert team, working together to make sure you're prepared.
No matter where you live in the Tennessee Valley, you can count on your local weather team.
Coverage you can count on. Local 3 News.
We're going to help you plan your weekend or even your midweek fun today on 3+U, because beginning on Thursday, the talented students at Ringgold High School are putting on quite a show, and you are invited to a seat in the audience. They're putting on a performance called Catch Me If You Can. Eli Talley, Will Forgy are two of the stars of the show, and they are here with me in the studio this morning. So good morning to you fellas.
Good morning. Good morning.
So Eli, I want to kick things off with you because you are kind of the man always on stage. This is a true story, right? Who are you portraying?
Right. I'm portraying Frank Abagnale Jr. This guy was an infamous con man, and he really didn't even mean to be. He ran away from home when he was 16 years old because of the divorce of his parents. This was a traumatic thing to him, and he wasn't ready for this. So he runs away, and he thinks, you know, it's going to be hard to get a job as a 16-year-old. So he changes his age on his license.
He tells a slight story.
Yeah, and then that sort of just spirals into running out of money on the checking account, and then passing a bad check, and then it goes from there until he ends up making his own check. It gets crazy.
So it might sound like it's a bit of a sad story, but this is an upbeat musical of old. So whether you have got kids who you want just to kind of get a taste of musical theater, or you yourself happen to love the era of the 60s and 70s, this music has it all for you. And what a talented cast y'all have.
Yeah, we have some great cast. I mean, there's about 40 people in the cast and crew. We have the best people on our technical work, lighting, backstage, all that. We have great choreographer, Jenna Deckett, she's great. Cassidy McCormick, they're both great. And the choreography is really Fosse inspired, so you're going to see lots of fun. In Act 1, that's where all the dance and sparkle and pizzazz is at. And then Act 2, you see a little more of the story start to develop. You see, you know, things start to kind of go awry for old Frank.
So they go awry for old Frank, in part because no bad deed can go unpunished.
Right.
So Will Forgy is also here, and he plays your arch nemesis, if you will, right? Good morning to you, Will. Who do you play all dressed up over there?
Good morning. I play Carl Hanratty. I am, I guess, Frank's counterpart. More of a like do-gooder, and I really try to keep Frank in check most of the time, and try to set him on the straight path a lot of it.
So I want to talk to both of you a little bit about the music in this show. Eli, I think you sing almost every number practically.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of numbers in the show. It's not a time, y'all were not alive in the 60s and 70s. It's part of the fun for you, and part of what your directors ensure is that you get immersed in the period to know how to bring this to life.
Absolutely. We have people working on, how people dressed back then. We have people doing like, a PowerPoint presentation. People in the ensemble will, what was the makeup and hair like, what was the costuming like, but also what was life like, how much was gas at the time, how much was it to pay rent, in New York City where the first of the show takes place. And a lot of it is reading up on how it really went down too, like for personal character development. Like I've read the book, and it's incredible, and almost the things that he did, Frank Abagnale, are almost compressed, and you would think that in a show like this, a big spectacle, you would want to exaggerate it a little bit, but it's almost a little bit diminished to fit it into this. So it's really incredible seeing how it really went down in that time period, how it was so easy to pass bad checks and impersonate people without the internet and stuff.
Yeah, it actually was kind of easy, I think, to pass bad checks back in that day. Okay, so 2 fun facts. Not that I ever did that, by the way. A quick disclaimer. One, parts of the show at times take place, Tennessee is referenced, in Atlanta.
Yes.
Without giving anything away. At one point he was courting, if you will, an Eastern Airlines stewardess, which takes us all back to the days of Eastern Airlines. But the other thing is that he is still living, and through one of your faculty at school, he found out about what you were doing and wrote to you.
He did. Great guy. I mean, after he, spoiler alert, gets caught, everybody gets caught, every criminal, he actually worked for the FBI and opened up his own security company, and is doing a lot of good now for check fraud and helping people not get scammed. He's been doing that for 30-40 years, and he sent us a letter and commended our hard work of our cast and crew, and it was incredible. It was surreal.
So do you have a favorite number? I'll let you answer, then I'll let Will answer.
My favorite number is the opening number, Live and Live in Color.
Okay.
It's the airport. He's about to be caught, and then everything stops. There's the FBI agents, they're holding him at gunpoint, but he stops everything and he says, I'm going to tell this incredible story, and this big song and dance number,
Bigger than life.
Larger than life, yeah. I mean, it's great. So much singing, so much dancing, and it opens the show with all of it that you're going to see. It's the first act. It sets up the first act for an incredible spectacle of song and dance.
Okay, Will, do you have a favorite?
I would have to say my favorite probably would have to be Stuck Together. I think it's a perfect way to really ramp up the show, and I think it really just ties everything together very well.
Well, I know the two of you came prepared to sing something for us today. Is that what you're going to sing?
We are singing Stuck Together.
So just as a real fun fact that I happen to know, because someone told me, the two of you are best friends.
Yeah.
Childhood friends. Now you're seniors about to go your own way. Is this a surreal experience for you?
It is, yeah. I mean, we've known each other for 7 years. So, since 6th grade band class, beginning band, we've been buddies, and, we started doing the theater thing during high school, and we've come a long way since, Junie B. Jones, and now we're here, wrapping up our
Well,
our
you
high school
plan to
experience.
pursue it.
I do.
You're heading off to SCAD. Will, you're in the Great American League of not being quite sure what you're going to do at the end of May.
That's right.
But you're going to do something great.
Something great. Hopefully.
You're going to start by right now doing something great, and that is they're going to perform for us. So while they get ready, here's how you can get your tickets. There are 5 showings.
Yes.
4 showings.
4, yeah.
Thursday, Friday, 7 o'clock, Saturday at 7, and also Saturday at 2. To get your tickets, you go to rhsperformingarts.ludus.com. $10 a ticket will get you in the door. You'll be wowed that this program has won quite a number of accolades over the years, so they've got a great testament to their talent. Here they are, Will and Eli.
Stop your sobbing, kid, before I shoot. Your nose is running on my only suit.
Sorry about that.
Who would have thought I'd share this dance with you? Looks like we're stuck together, which is strange but true.
Yes, you caught me, now the chase is done. But you must admit I gave you quite the run. Mr. Tortoise, here's your rabbit stew. Looks like we're stuck together, which is strange but true.
Tell Mr. Ripley I'd believe it or not. The show is over and he's all that I've got. It's hard to believe it, but we're tying the knot today.
That's okay.
And Frank, thank your public while you're still in your prime. You won't be seeing them for quite a long time. And after you've paid for your life of crime, well, kid, we'll see what good behavior can do. Till then, we're stuck together, which is strange but true.
In Catch Me If You Can, I play Mr. Frank Abagnale Jr., who between the ages of 16 and 20 passed $2 million in bad checks while successfully impersonating a pilot, flying over 5 million miles, practicing medicine at a top Atlanta hospital, and working as a prosecutor in the state of Louisiana, all under assumed names. But every criminal has a problem, and this guy was my problem.
My name is Carl Hanratty. I'm the special agent in charge of the bank fraud and forgery subdivision. Thank you very much. I've been chasing Frank now for about 4 years. I'm waiting for him to make a mistake. I've been hot on his trail, and I'm not backing off.
Here we go. Let's bring this one home, Carl. What do you say?
Sounds good to me. Hey, Mr. Lawyer, Mr. Two on the aisle. You never can predict when fortune may smile. In fact, I think I'm gonna break with tradition and tell J. Edgar Hoover, baby, I'll go fishing.
You want to take a day off.
You heard me.
If you had read this, you'd have said, no way. I almost made it look like crime does pay. There's lots of folks that I miss every day. But now a new duet has made its debut, and now we're stuck together, and we're out of luck together, and now we're stuck together, which is strange, but true. Your junior partner came through.
A simple case of monkey see, monkey do.
Ah, come on. Look, I'm glad to be on your team.
Frank, let's make some butter out of cream.
Real nice. You practiced that.
Our towns have so much to offer. Hidden treasures, unusual stories that make each of our communities unique. I'm John Martin, and I love exploring our local places and bringing you stories from your town. That's Local 3 in your town.
Brought to you by Warren and Griffin.
My wreck was caused by a guy that wasn't watching the road. This did not have to happen.
There's no excuse for it. Call us right now. We'll make them pay.
They got me $850,000 for my car wreck.
You don't even have to leave your house. We'll come to you.
Are you tired of constantly maintaining that old wood deck? If so, it's time to call Chattanooga Exteriors and let us help you say goodbye to staining and splinters. We are the area's largest installer of Trex decking and have been awarded the Trex Platinum Award. We can help guide you through the process from concept to completion. Call us today and receive no payments or interest for 1 full year. Choose the best to better your home. Visit ChattanoogaExteriors.com or call us today at 805-3800.
A personal injury case is like a jigsaw puzzle. Some pieces fall into place, but others take careful consideration and a different perspective. If any piece is missing or overlooked, the complete picture cannot be assembled and the truth cannot be revealed. No matter the complexity or length of time it takes, we will work long and hard to make your life whole again.
Wettermark Keith, the name you know and trust.
Reynolds Wrap makes this whole cooking and cleanup thing so easy. Speeds up this so I can get to them.
Easy Prep Cook and Clean with Reynolds Wrap.
I am hugging your vegetables.
A stunning soup.
I'm obsessed with this soup, I really am.
Plus, the pizza joint that stole Rachel's pizza-loving heart. Next, Rachel.
Weekdays at 2 on Local 3.
I know that we're barely into the month of March, but right now we're going to look ahead to the month of April because fun things are coming down to Catoosa County, and in this case, Whitfield County at the Dalton Convention Center, because get ready, Travis Tritt is coming to perform, and so are two other bands. I'm going to save those for you for a minute. Evan Kennedy is the Catoosa County representative, the man of the hour with Hometown Promotions. Good to see you this morning.
Good to see you. It's always a pleasure.
I think this is so fun. I always enjoy talking to you because you've taken this love that you have of music and this love that you have for Northwest Georgia, Catoosa County specifically, and you're bringing great acts to people at an affordable price. This time around, though, you've got back-to-back headliners.
We are so excited. We got a call several months back about teaming up with the Dalton Convention Center. It's such a neat venue that hasn't really been used for concerts in a while, you know, with COVID and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So we decided to bring some really big names down there. Starting in April 22nd, we've got Travis Tritt. It's already halfway sold out, so if you want tickets, you better get on it.
Yeah.
And then April 23rd with 38 Special and the Marshall Tucker Band, same night.
Everyone's going to be singing along at both of those shows. So, you know, you're going to have to take me down memory lane a little bit here. Okay. But Travis Tritt is from Georgia.
He is from Marietta, Georgia, so just right down the road from Dalton.
Right.
Oh my gosh, how many hits has Travis Tritt had over the years?
Too many to count.
Yeah, exactly.
And who would have ever thought, I think I'm a little bit older than you, but I still think about him as being a contemporary country singer. He's kind of vintage in a way now. I mean, his hits were in the 90s.
Sure, and I think he's still putting out music today. He just came out with a new album. I believe it's called Set in Stone. People check that out. But Travis is selling out shows all over the country, and we're just so glad that he's coming back to our area.
When I think about his music, I guess I've had that kind of that old thought of country music where it's just kind of happy and the worries of life kind of leave you behind. I appreciate the old style that he brought to his music.
Oh, absolutely. And it just seems like it's timeless music.
Yeah.
You know, like It's a Great Day to Be Alive.
That's the one that was in my
head.
head.
I mean, it just makes you smile and think, you know, it is a great time.
So if tickets are selling that fast, people better act quickly, right?
Sure. I think the VIP section is almost sold out already. So we've got two different ticket types that we offer, general admission and VIP. So if you really want to come to either of these shows, you need to jump on it pretty quickly.
With Travis Tritt being from Marietta, chances are he's familiar with the reputation of Northwest Georgia and the music that comes from this part of the state. Marshall Tucker Band and 38 Special, have they ever performed in the Tennessee Valley before?
They have. As a matter of fact, the last time that I saw 38 Special was on the Coke stage at Riverbend.
Okay.
It's been a few years back. But all three of these artists have played the Dalton Convention Center before. It's just been many years back. So we're kind of excited to have them back to that venue because it's been many years since they played there. So.
When they're coming in, they're just kind of in and out, aren't they, Evan? There's not a chance for them to possibly be spending some time around here, and
you never know. I mean, over the years, I've ran into so many artists eating in if they were doing a show in Chattanooga, you know, you'd go in a restaurant, and you're like, oh my gosh, there's Willie Nelson or whoever.
Yeah.
But a lot of times they're flying under the radar. I don't think they want to be, bothered too much.
Sure. How long have you been doing this now? I don't remember.
Well, I've been doing, it's kind of a long story. I started in radio, and then I started writing songs and tour managing a band called Smith & Wesley.
Oh, yeah.
And then, so I snowballed into this concert promotion business about 3 years ago.
So, because I thought that it was relatively new, are you kind of pinching yourself at how fast it's grown? Because you are bringing in some great names.
Well, you know, we want to grow. We don't want to grow too fast, but we are looking at some really big names for this year, doing more stuff not only at the Dalton Convention Center, but in Chattanooga and maybe even outside of our area. So hopefully we'll be able to do some pretty big concerts this year.
Well, I asked the question because you're having to serve two different groups of people. You have to serve the performers who are coming in. You want them to have a great experience, but the fans who are coming to watch and buying the tickets also have to walk away with a great experience, which means that your abilities to put on a good show and manage everything that you have to manage is critical, and you're obviously doing it well, so people can rest assured that the ticket price is going to be worth it.
Well, thank you very much. We really do put our best foot forward there, and our goal is to not do too many shows. We'd rather do a fewer amount, but really focus on taking care of our customers and that they have that great experience. So this year we're hoping to do anywhere from maybe 10 to 12 shows with bigger names too that people would really want to come out and see.
Sometimes you're using the amphitheater there in Catoosa County. This one obviously is going to be an enclosed event, correct? So weather's not a concern?
Right. That was one of the things that attracted us to this venue was it's all seated, general admission or VIP. It's inside, so we don't have to worry about if it's going to rain or not. You know, sometimes as we get into the summer, we can do those outdoor shows where the weather's nice and it's not that big of a deal.
I had a conversation earlier this week with somebody from the aquarium. They have some events coming up, and she was talking about the draw that it brings to people from Atlanta and other ports of call who want to come here for the attractions. What you do is not just for the local folks, but it's bringing tourism dollars in too, right?
Right. We have people that come from all over. You would not believe, because I know I didn't. We have people that drive down from Indiana, West Virginia,
Really?
I mean Atlanta. They come from all over really to see these shows.
So all you have to do is drive 15 minutes or so down
right.
to Dalton. So you're going to find your tickets by going to hometownpromotions.net. That's the website. You can also just keep that on your favorites and keep checking it out to see what the next headliners are going to be.
Yes, and please follow us on Facebook and Instagram, all that stuff, Hometown Promotions. We post everything there.
So the Travis Tritt concert is April 22nd at 8. 38 Special Marshall Tucker Band will take the stage on the 23rd. If you're lucky enough to get tickets to both, you'll just have to call in that following Monday, I guess, because you'll be worn out.
That's right.
Thank you.
Thank you, Julie.
Woo! Papa John's just took their fresh, never frozen dough in hand